Počkat. Ještě jedna důležitá věc. No to stojí, vole. Pěkně. Tak, knihovna. Teď jsem rýpnul do té muziky a nehraje. Že? Tak já zkusím odejít a zase se vrátit. V knihovně je samozřejmě ticho.
Good afternoon.
Hello there. How may I help you?
What can you tell me about this library?
This building has a long history. One of the men who helped build this city founded it more than 200 years ago.
That's impressive.
The library does need renovations, though. When Elmstadt was running for mayor, he promised a new wing would be constructed. I'm so sad he passed away.
So am I. I'd like to use a computer.
Of course, sir. May I please see your library card?
I actually don't have one. But I need to use a computer. It's urgent.
I am sorry, but the computers are for members of this library only.
I'll be quick, I promise. I can pay you.
I'm sorry, that's impossible. Rules are rules. No exceptions.
Bába jedna. No tak já si udělám členství.
Okay, I'd like to sign up for a library card then.
I apologize, but you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Why is that?
Because the only librarian who can register new members is Hillary, and today is her day off.
You're kidding. Is there any way I can access a computer without a card?
Sorry, dear. No.
Takže s dětkem budu muset vykšeftovat tu kartu. Protože paní, která dělá členské kartičky, dneska má volno. Já ti dám herce. Seru na tebe. Jdu se zeptat děli na kartičku.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What can you tell me about this library?
It's the oldest in the city. Been here for at least a century. They've updated it and modernized it, of course. But you can still feel the history in the walls. I love that about this place.
I know what you mean. I feel it too. I thought I was the only one.
This is a magical place. I spend all my time here. Best thing about being a bookworm is that no matter how many hundreds of books you may have read, there are always thousands more right there waiting for you.
Exactly, my friend. You understand.
Tak to řekl hezky. Něco o knihovně.
What are you doing?
Can't you see I'm rather busy?
I apologize, sir.
Tak.
Can I help you somehow?
I deeply doubt that.
Why is that?
Because no one can help me. Unless you're a psychic.
What do you mean?
I am looking for something that is impossible to find.
I see.
To nějaká specialita. Ale já ti přece
Let me
chci
help you,
pomoct.
please. But you have to tell me what it is you're looking for.
I am looking for a woman I met more than 10 years ago.
And these are...
Phone books, yes.
Oh, a já
All I
zrovna
know is
mám
that her
starý
name
ten.
is Mary.
That's all you know? There's no way you'll be able to find her like this. There are dozens of phone books here, and each must have hundreds of Marys in them.
And I call each and every one of them.
Well, you were probably right. I don't see how I can help.
Ale já vím.
If only I had an older version of these phone books. They used to organize them by district, and that would be much easier. I know she lived in the Fleetwood district.
I'll see what I can do. See you for now.
Bye.
Já mám totiž diář svého otce. Mrkni na
Here,
to.
sir. Try this.
To je hezké, že tam je i ta animace, jak
My
to podávají.
goodness. This is the version I was looking for. Where did you get it?
In an old place.
So, let me see. No. Look at this! There is only one Mary in the Fleetwood district. This must be her. Thank you very much, young man. Is there any way I can do something for you?
Actually,
Kartičku.
you could help me with something. I need to access the computer, but I'm not a member of the library.
No problem, my friend. Here, you can borrow my card.
Jasnačka. Danke.
Thank you kindly, sir.
I can finally call her now.
To už nebude mít stejné číslo, co děláš.
I would love to sit down.
Teď tady bude sedět a nemluvit do telefonu, protože není na řadě.
Good afternoon.
Hello there.
Tell me something about...
Me? I'm a book lover through and through. I've worked here for more years than I care to tell you. I love it here. I wouldn't change my job for
Don't say that too loud, or your boss...
No, I'm not afraid of that. He's a very sweet young man, like yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. I have to go now.
Goodbye, dear.
Takže teď už mám kartičku a nemusím jí říkat a jdu prostě ke kompu. Tak jo.
What are you doing, mister?
I would like to use the computer.
Not without a membership card.
Jo, aha, oni to, jasné, jasné. Tady v téhle hře prostě já to musím takhle udělat. Že není
So I have a
ta
card.
karta v
Can I
těch
use the
dialogových
computer
možnostech,
now?
protože už ji mám v
Of
inventáři,
course,
ale
dear.
musím ji
Let
z toho
me see.
inventáře použít na tu osobu.
Wait a minute. This is not your card. This is Jake's card.
Yeah, he lent it to me. Just for today. Is that okay?
Jake, did you loan your membership card to this gentleman?
Yes, I did. He's a wonderful young man, and I owe him one.
Okay.
Oh, this is
If
so
Jake
slow.
says it's all right, you can use the computer.
Thank you very
To je teda
much.
zápletka. Knihovnická zápletka. Tak pojď k tomu počítači konečně.
Here's something. February 1983. Will the killing ever stop?
To je těch vražd.
Last night, another politician was found dead. Stephen Broadman, a top advisor to the mayor, was murdered in his summer home just a few miles outside the city. This marks the 6th murder in 2 years of individuals connected to the mayor or the city council. Detective Howard J. Proctor, the head of the investigation, said in a statement, "We are working with our best men, and I can assure you we are very close to ending this madness." Detective Proctor declined to comment on whether the killings might be politically motivated, or if the police have discovered any other connections between the murders. Interesting. I better find out more about this Detective Proctor. He may have some useful information. First, I need to find out where he lives. There's only one person who can help me with that.
Takže to byl článek o těch vraždách politických, které se odehrávaly v těch 80kách, tady v tom městě, a byl tam ten detektiv Proctor. A jediný, kdo o něm samozřejmě může něco zjistit, je naše kamarádka
I
Judy.
should give Jake his card back
A
before.
musím mu vrátit kartu, jasné, jasné. Tady máš.
Why would
Pořád
I
je to
do
nové.
such a thing?
Pořád je to. A tak babě to mám jako vrátit, pak to dejte.
I don't need to show her the card again.
Tak jemu ne.
Here's your card, sir. Thank you very much.
Jsem asi klikl na stůl.
Thank you, my...
Tak. A jeden tak Judy zjistí něco o detektivu Proctorovi, kde bydlí.
Hey, Judy. Can you run a name for me?
Who is it?
A detective who worked on the old murder cases from the 80s. His name is Proctor. Heard of him?
Proctor. Sounds familiar.
I want to pay him a visit if he's still in the city. Can you get me his address?
Just a second.
Just a second.
Alrighty, Howard James Proctor, former detective, studied criminal justice, okay. Married, wife deceased, blah, blah, blah. Yep, here it is. Got a pen handy? It's 76 Maple Street, apartment A.
Thank you, Judy. I owe you one.
You owe me a few now. Good luck.
Takže Judy nesklamala, zjistila, kde bydlí detektiv Proctor, a to znamená, že on přibude teďka Proctor. OK. Tak, to je jeho dům. Tak zazvoníme. A zvonek ne, tak zaklepat.
Hello? Who's there?
Stál snad za dveřma, ne?
Are you all right?
Help me,
Oh.
please.
How can I help?
I'm having a seizure.
Oh.
I need my pills.
I'll call an ambulance.
No! Do not call anyone. I'd rather die than go to the hospital.
Ježiš, to
What
bude
do you need
nějaký
me to
starý
do?
Trouba.
Go to the pharmacy. It's just down the street. Get me heparin. Please hurry.
Okay, I'll be back.
Heparin. Farmaci. To zase bude nějaká specialita. To úplně vypadá ty postavičky, kdyby opravdu vyfotili nějakou ženskou a akorát ji úplně rozpixelovali. Vypadá jak hodně pixelovitá fotka furt. Aspoň tak připadá. Nazdár.
Good afternoon.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I need medicine. Heparin. Right away.
Do you have a prescription?
No, I don't. But a man is in serious danger.
Yeah, sure. A man is in danger. Never heard that one before.
Posraní feťáci.
We don't just hand out drugs to junkies here. You need a prescription.
You don't understand. It's not for me. This man could die.
No prescription, no medicine. I'm sorry.
No dobrý.
I should go.
To bylo úplně jasné, úplně jasné. Tak co, oborec? Dá.
Hi there.
What do you want?
Just saying hello.
You don't have anything better to do?
Do you know anything about the lady up front?
Yeah, she's a pain in the ass. All she does is complain and act superior to everybody. You know what? I think you two would get along.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm...
What's your job here?
Hey, man, get alive. I don't come to your job and bother you while you're working.
Já taky
You
nechodím
even
k tobě
have
do
a
práce,
job.
ale nevyptávám se
I'm a
to, když
painter.
makáš.
Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. Must be nice. I carry heavy...
What can you tell me about...
It's a pharmacy, same as every other one in the city. The truck drops stuff off, I bring it in.
I should go.
Fine.
I have no... Thankfully, I don't need any of that pharmaceutical crap.
Takže já potřebuji, no asi zkusím uplatit, no.
Will this change your mind about the pills I need?
You're bribing me? I could have you arrested for that.
Whoa, okay.
Tak, co budeš chtít? Nový telefon?
Can you tell me anything about this?
I don't know where you think you are.
I see.
Peroxid?
Can you tell me?
Nope.
Thank you.
Nope. Nůž. Dej to sem, ty svině.
Can you tell me anything?
I don't know.
I see.
No, tak běžím za borcem, můžu říct, že není recept, není medicína prostě.
I have to bring him the pills from the pharmacy first.
Co? Takže zas Judy nebo něco.
What a beautiful old house.
Zas Judy.
I have nothing.
Tak kdo mi může pomoct? Home, Father's Office, Judy, Library, Proctor, Pharmacy. Nebo to zase bude tady k vyřešení. Fajn, tak já musím dát něco borcovi. Peroxid.
Can you tell me?
Can't
Telefon? Chceš nový telefon?
Can you tell?
can't you
On se jich na to jenom ptá, on jim to nenapísí, takže... Peníze, nůžky, nic.
Thankfully, I don't need any of that.
Nic. Co doma? Nějaký starý recept?
Do you have a? Is there?
Phone?
I don't want Patricia to know. I don't want.
Dobře, takže já potřebuju recept pro borce. Library Proctor. Jo, možná ještě jednou se zeptat. Ona ti to furt ještě nezvedla, kámo.
He's too busy.
Stará
There's
babička bude mít určitě recept. Nebude. OK. Doma nic. To Judy, Library, Proctor, Pharmacy. Tak to bude k vyřešení tady prostě. To prostě bude k vyřešení tady. Že já nemám vůbec žádné věci, co bych jako mohl. Nůžky.
can't
Tak to teda opět nevím. To teda opět nevím. Co můžu ještě rozstříhat prachy?
Pouring hydrogen peroxide on that won't help.
Já ji zkusím ještě,
Good
co to tam bylo. No, nepodíval jsem
How
se
can you
na-
be so cruel? How can you live with yourself?
Easy. I wake up, come to work, and do my job. And my job is to provide medicine to people who actually need it.
How can I prove to you it's really for my friend?
By providing a prescription.
This is hopeless. I need to get it another way. I should go now.
Goodbye.
I'll have.
Tak co, teďka se mi do prokecnou. Plác ho po zadku.
I have nothing to say.
Když to tam třeba vůbec nejde vidět. Já už dávno mám třeba...
An employee card I stole from the pharmacy worker. Here.
Why didn't you say you work for us?
I'm happy to say you passed the test.
What test?
I'm the regional pharmacy inspector. You didn't sell me the pills, which is correct. You shouldn't sell anything to anyone without a prescription. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Although I do have a friend who needs his heparin. That won't be a problem, will it?
Of course not. I have it right here.
Thank you. I'm giving you a perfect score on this review. I should go now.
Good.
Tak, ještě s ní vyběhnou.
I can't just do that. No, that...
A teď zase budu povídat místo toho, abych mu to přímo dal.
I came back with your pill.
Please. Please, give me my pills.
To teď bylo celou dobu odemčeno, to jsem tam mohl prostě vlítnout.
Here you are, sir.
I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me, my boy.
Of course. It was no trouble.
If you hadn't passed by, I don't know what would have happened. Please, have a seat. You're not one of those Jesus freaks, are you? Or here to get me to sign a petition against war in the Middle East? Because I'm so very tired of those people.
No, nothing like that.
So, what brings you to an old, lonely man's home? You're not a thief, I know that much. Or you would have ransacked the place and left me for dead.
No, I just came to ask you a few questions.
Very well. Let's have a seat then.
Thank you.
Hello. A teď můžeme se teda hledět na sebe. Tak zaklínače, tam se povídá a teď nejlepší pauza na zaklínače je v tom dialozích, protože mě na sebe hledí tak dlouho, dokud nevyberu další možnost. Jsem vyberu vždycky v těch vypjatých situacích, tam něco řešili a teď co budeme dělat a teďka odpověď na Geralta a pauza. A všichni čekali třeba půl hodiny, než jsem se najedl, tak všichni čekali, co Geralt řekne.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Of course not.
Jak se
You were a
máte?
detective once, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Why do you ask?
I've read a lot about you.
Oh, you have you? I didn't think anyone gave a damn about the old schoolers.
You were a hell of a detective back in the day. One of the best.
I don't know about all that.
Lichotky.
It was a job. I did it better than most, I suppose.
Tak a co teda?
I'm sure you
Vraždy.
heard about the death of Karl Elmstadt.
Of course, it was all over the news. I understand they caught the bastard. He deserves to rot in prison. Though nowadays, prison is for girls. These degenerates spend all day watching TV, going to the gym, studying. Ha! Might as well be a spa resort. Back in my day, prison was hell. If you murdered a good man like Karl Elmstadt, you were made to feel the full, brutal force of the law. Who's Elmstadt to you?
I'm Richard Elmstadt, his son.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my boy. I can't imagine your pain.
But you can help me.
How's that?
Can't you see it? The mayor promises change and reform. Then, he's assassinated. Sound familiar?
You're referring to the cases I closed more than 30 years ago. They were solved, my boy. What does your father have to do with them?
The same people did it. You know it.
Know what?
There is a secret society that rules this city. They're not elected. They exist in the shadows.
You're drawing conclusions based on conspiracy theories.
Am I?
No, to zapírá. No?
Either way, your father's case is closed. They caught his killer. What else is there to do?
I can't let them get away with this.
And you plan to reopen the investigation all by yourself? That's madness.
Help me or don't. You can't change my mind.
I was a young man with crazy ideas once, too. If some old man told me it was impossible, I told him to shove off, and did it anyway. Very well. I will help you if I can.
tak pokračuje.
This was no ordinary break-in. It was a planned assassination, just like in the cases you worked so many years ago.
Those cases are closed. Cold-blooded thieves in the night, nothing more.
But you don't believe that. You're not on the force anymore.
Ani
You don't have to
nechce
lie to
věřit
me.
tomu, že by to mohla být ta
At this point,
organizace.
you're only lying to yourself.
All right, but what I'm about to tell you has never been proven. I came close a few times, but my superiors wouldn't hear of it. They even tried to suspend me for talking about it.
I'm listening.
There is a group of people. They rule this city from the shadows. They control everything. If you step out of line, they will kill you.
I knew it.
As I said, I could never prove any of it. No one was allowed to investigate any case relating to the matter. I had to turn a blind eye. I had to carry on as though I knew nothing.
Že oni nenechali ani vyšetřovat tu organizaci, to znamená, že ta organizace prostě
But who are
zvládá
these
úplně
people?
všechno.
Are they mobsters? A secret society?
I really don't know. I only know they exist and that they've been here for decades.
You must know more.
There were rumors that they moved through the city using underground tunnels. But that's impossible, and I never found any reason to believe that was true. That's all I know, my boy.
Thank you, sir. This has been very helpful. What about those murders you investigated back in the 80s? They were similar to my father's case, weren't they?
Somewhat.
Tell me what you know. Please. You caught 4 of these murderers. They must have told you something.
No one said anything. Most of them died before I had the chance to question them. I believe there is only one still alive, but
What?
it's pointless to speak to him.
Why? Who is he?
His name is Michael Coltrane, but everyone just calls him Crazy Mike.
Jeden
Spends all
ještě
day rambling about
naživu.
aliens or monsters
těch
or some
vraždách
nonsense like
80.
that. After we arrested him, we had him institutionalized.
Teďka je někde v
What can you
blázinci,
tell me about this crazy Mike?
takže výlet do blázince.
He was once a very talented assassin. Killed a lot of politicians across South America and Europe in the 80s. His psychiatrist claims he had an epiphany. He suddenly realized the horrors of his profession, and snap! He couldn't take the guilt. He went insane.
Is he still in the same prison hospital?
As far as I know. Why?
I want to talk to him.
Takže zbyl
And
ještě
what do you
jeden,
plan to
kterého
do?
označili
Kick down the
jako za
door
vraha
and demand to
180
question
let.
a lunatic? They'll lock you up
Všechny
with him.
ostatní
You
pozabíjela ta
can't just
organizace
visit a
a
place like
tenhle
that.
se zbláznil a je
And
v
even if
blázinci.
you do see him, he won't tell you a thing. I can still picture the crazy look in his eyes when we busted his apartment. And
That's
the
not a-
smell! He hadn't gotten up off the floor in a week. Pissed all over himself. Couldn't even speak except for some gibberish about the monsters. He was terrified. We never could get a confession out of him. Couldn't even get him to say a proper sentence. I can't imagine they cured him in that hospital.
Still, I need to speak to him. It could help me a lot.
You can try, but I wouldn't.
I appreciate your...
Of course. Dobře, jdeme pryč.
Thank you for your time, sir. I'll let you be now.
No trouble at all. It was a pleasure to meet you, Richard. Good luck with your investigation. And thanks again for helping me. You're a good man.
Don't mention it.
Prison hospital.
Hello, officer.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm here to visit Michael Coltrane.
And you are?
A friend of his.
Mr. Coltrane is not allowed visitors. There's been a court order.
I really need to see him. It's urgent.
No exceptions, sir. The only people allowed to see him are his doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. I cannot let you in.
I see.
No dobrý, samozřejmě. Samozřejmě. Tak tato?
Can you tell me anything?
No.
Tak já prostě půjdu, co? Co to bylo? Co, zastaví mě?
Where do you think you're going, sir? That area is off limits. I can only let in doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. Show me your credentials, or you'll be removed from the premises.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Co ti mám ukázat? Telefon?
No.
It's no use. He won't let me in just like that.
No, tak co teď?
I better...
Mám nějaké nové číslo tam? A co když se zeptám na dálku, Judy, jestli mi může pomoct? Teď to ještě nezvedne.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, Judy. How are you?
I'm fine. What's up?
Nothing. Just saying hello.
Richard,
Oh,
call me if something...
sure. Bye.
tak jak se dostane bláznice?
It's no...
Telefon. Prachy? Zase?
Take this as a show of good faith. I really need to see Mr. Coltrane.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just try to do that.
Of course. My apologies. Just a misunderstanding.
Proč nikdo nechce uplatit v téhle hře? Tak nožem?
Attacking a police officer? That's an easy way.
No však jo?
Can you tell...
No.
Já bych ho normálně zautočil.
Attacking... Can you...
Papíry divný.
These are Father's secret documents.
No, však je to jasné. Tak je to?
Can you tell me...
No.
OK, takže když mi to Judy neřekne po telefonu, musím se za ní zastavit. Hi Judy, I need your help again.
Hey, Judy.
Hello, Richie.
I need you to help me forge something.
A to jsem to ještě nehrál.
Again? You're really enjoying this newfound life of crime, aren't you?
I prefer to think of myself as a detective.
And where do the clues lead today, Sherlock?
Prison hospital. I want to talk to Michael Coltrane.
Michael Coltrane. Michael Coltrane. Crazy Mike?
That's the one.
Crazy
know him?
Mike.
Of course, he was a modern-day Jack the Ripper. At least that's what the papers called him in the 80s. You want to talk to this guy? You're insane.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Just saying, he went on a killing spree through the city. What does he have to do with your case?
Detective Proctor told me he was the killer in the last of the political assassinations. He might be able to tell me something. Problem is, he went insane just before they caught him.
Huh, wow. Look at you, knowing all the top secret information before me. I'm a little jealous.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. You think you can forge some paperwork to get me in?
Sure, give me a second.
Za vteřinku ti to sfalšuju. No, to je ten zabiják, kterého oni nechali naživu, akorát se zblázní. Šílený Mike.
This should get you access to most of the prison wing. It's a clearance pass for a visiting psychiatrist. The guard won't look twice at it. Just don't forget, your name is Dr. Frank Villarmo.
You're my hero, Judy. What would I do without you? You know, not many people would help someone like me. Not after I left everyone I love. After I left you.
Nech si to, Adam.
Richard, I don't know if I can ever forgive you. I hoped that you would come back one day, but when you disappeared, that hurt. That hurt for a long time. Seeing you again is a little like picking at the scars, you know?
If you want me to leave...
No, stay. I need to know why you left. I need to hear you say it.
I told you. I had my reasons.
Richard, I don't care what you say. Just don't avoid the question anymore. Why did you leave?
It happened gradually. I felt myself pulling away from everyone, getting further and further. And then I reached a point when I couldn't speak to anyone.
Why not?
I was depressed. I would lie awake all night, unable to sleep. And when the morning came, I couldn't get out of bed.
That's why you wouldn't sleep here?
I didn't want to put that on you.
You could have told me. I could have helped. We all could have. Patricia, Miranda, everyone.
I know. I chose to be alone. But then being alone became too much. I couldn't escape the feeling. I started
What? Tell me.
sleeping with my models. I thought it would cure my depression, and it would work for a little while. I would forget how I felt. I'd forget everything. I would convince myself I was happy again. But before the night was over, everything would come crashing down on me again.
Richard,
Don't think you weren't good enough. I cared about you, I did. But once I started with that, I couldn't look you in the eye. I was so ashamed. Then I ran away, so that I wouldn't have to see you or anyone else. I don't want forgiveness. I don't deserve that. And after I finish investigating my father's murder, I'll leave. I won't bother you again.
I had no idea. I'm glad you told me. Thank you. Thank you for being honest.
It's the least I can do. I'll talk to you soon. I should go.
Sure.
No, tak si strašně omlouvá. Oni spolu asi chodili, to tak vypadá. A on pak zmizel. Nikomu nic neřekl. Hello.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. Frank Villiarmo. I would like to examine Michael Coltrane.
Good afternoon, Doctor. Let me see. All right, you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Are you
Thank
new?
you.
Haven't seen you here before.
Yes, I've just arrived from the University of Alabama to study Mr. Coltrane. He is a fascinating subject, I must say.
You could say that. Just be careful. The glass is bulletproof, so you're safe, but he does try to intimidate new people.
Don't worry.
To je jak
I'm
návštěva
used
u
to that.
Hannibala. To si myslím, že je
Can I be
reference
honest
na
with you,
Hannibala.
Doctor?
Of course.
This guy is mentally ill. I mean, seriously deranged. I don't understand why you're all so fascinated by him.
The most disturbing cases are always the most interesting.
I'll say this. He has gotten better over time. Been here 30 years. And when he's medicated, he can at least speak coherently.
The treatments are working then.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
Takže všichni mi tvrdí, že je prostě neschopný cokoliv srozumitelného říct. A já si myslím, že to hraje. A že jak tam za ním dorazím a řeknu mu, o co jde, tak se najednou rozkecám. Hannibal, to je úplně jasné. Proč by byl za sklad?
Hello?
Nebudu lhát.
My name is Richard. I know you don't believe me, but I need your help.
No, not another shrink. I had enough of you people. I'm not crazy. I know what I saw.
I'm not a doctor, Michael. I just want to hear your story. I want to know what you saw back in the 80s.
I already told my story 1,000 times. They got it on tape and everything. Ask one of your shrink friends to play it for you.
I told you, Michael, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, right. Ain't nobody come through here but doctors and guards. Beat it, Doc.
You're right. I'm not supposed to be here. I forged documents and snuck in just to see you. My father was killed.
I don't know you. I don't know your father. Not my problem.
He was killed by the same people who hired you all those years ago.
And what do you want from me? I can't help you.
You're the only witness still alive.
You think I know something?
I know something happened to you. You're not the same man you once were. The people who killed my father, they changed you.
Well, that may be
No,
true,
that's
but
cool.
it doesn't matter. Nobody believes me.
I do.
Hold up, if you ain't a cop,
Sorry.
and you ain't a doctor, how did you find out about me?
Detective Proctor told me about you.
Proctor, yeah, that guy, he's still alive.
Já on
More or
si pamatuju
less.
toho Proctora, no.
Listen, Michael. I risked a lot just coming here. You're the only one who can help me. Please, I beg you. Tell me everything you know about these people. I don't think you're crazy. I trust you. So please, trust me.
All right then.
Ukecán. Admire his work, ne, jdeme napřímo
Tell
na
me
to.
exactly what happened.
Co se stalo?
I
To bude hodně
remember like it was
kecání. Ne?
yesterday. By that time, I already had 3 kills in the books and a nice pile of money in the bank. So I said to myself, that's it. I'm done.
Tohle tě asi
This guy
nebude bavit,
dressed
kocku,
in
no.
black shows up one day, says he'll pay me 800 grand to kill some guy. He puts 100 grand in cash right there in front of my hand and says, this is just for listening to me. You get the rest when the job's done. So I agreed. I'd do one more job.
Who did you have to kill?
The target was some guy I'd never heard of, but apparently he was famous. Some kind of president of the Peace of America organization. Tyler Green, if I remember right. To this day, I don't know why this hippie was so important.
Tyler Green was the man who inspired my father's entire political philosophy.
Ah, the pieces start to fall together.
Možná to tak spolu
So I
Nelly
did the
pracuje. Já jsem
job.
měl
The
předtím
guy in black said to
tu
me,
960
in this
s
shack,
úpětkou a
way
fotilo to
out
se
on the
pravě.
outskirts of the city. He
Co,
asked
neříkej
for
mi, že se to
pictures,
seká, ta
for
adventurka.
proof.
To přece nemůže.
Oh God, no, not again.
What's wrong?
I'll see it again. No, get out of my head.
Michael, look at me.
A je.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have these seizures,
Jo, tak.
as the shrinks call them.
Are you okay to keep talking?
Sure, where was I? Oh yeah, the guy in black says how satisfied they are with my work. Says they got my money right there. But first, he wants to sit and talk. He says they want me to work for them full time, but doesn't say who they are. By this point, I don't really care. Mafia, CIA, the Russians, whatever. I just wanted to get my money and get out of there. And then it happened. The room was quiet. Kinda like this room right now. But then it got too quiet. No sound at all. He started talking again, but his mouth was closed.
What do you mean?
God help me, I never experienced anything like it. He told me they needed me. They wanted me to be one of them.
Who were they?
I don't know, he just kept sending his thoughts to my head, and I heard every word just as I can hear you now. But that wasn't the worst of it. Someone else was talking.
Já jsem měl smažené
At
žampiony
first
a
I thought they
hranolky.
were in the room too, but there was nobody there. He spoke to me. He tried to convince me. He showed me pictures in my head. He showed me their incredible wealth, the power they had. He showed me how they control the world. I saw it all with my head, as if I'd experienced it myself. Like a memory, these people are not from this world. They're monsters, aliens from another planet. I started screaming. I left the money on the table and ran. And the whole time I was running, I could hear the voices in my head. The voices started speaking some nonsense language, whispering like they were right next to me. I went back to my apartment and lay on the floor for what must have been days.
Do you still hear them, Michael?
I heard them for a week or two after that. Then all of a sudden they stopped. But sometimes...
What?
Sometimes I see things.
What things?
Things not of this world. We are slaves, Richard. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to see these things. I envy those I killed. Living in this hell is my true punishment.
Don't worry, Michael. Everything will be all right.
You don't know how often I hear that phrase. It's never gonna be all right. Never. Not as long as they exist.
He may be hiding something important. I should check out Coltrane's apartment in case there's any evidence left behind. That is, if the apartment still exists.
Takže Boris říkal, že jako byl u těch vražd v těch 80kách a že pak vzal poslední práci a po té práci, že tam přišel za ním nějaký chlap, který mu vlezl do hlavy a posílal mu nějaké myšlenky a ukazoval obrazy o tom, jak je celé lidstvo poddáno nějaké mimozemské rase, která ovládá celý svět.
You've been locked away a long time, so you probably don't know.
Tak to vypadá,
But
že
you're
to
kind
je,
of famous.
jak se
You
jim
were one of
říká,
the best
že
at your job.
všichni
Some might even say you were a
politici jsou
legend.
ti lizardi, ti ještěři z jiné planety.
Look, I don't condone what you did, but I am impressed you managed to get so close to so many important people. Politicians, world leaders. It's not easy.
I was good, wasn't I? But I hated every second of it.
So why did you do it?
The money, why else? 800,000 to kill one car? People on the street kill for a few dollars. I thought of myself as a higher class of killer. But a legend? No, I never thought I'd be a legend.
That's it for now.
Zdarec palec. Takže hurá do apartmánu a tady toho šílence, kde se dá zjistit zase něco víc. Vypadá to, že to jsou nějací fakt mimozemštění. Starec. Judy, no, zase za Judy. Vždycky se chodí za Judy prostě. To je takový headquarters tady.
Hey, just me.
Make it fast, Richie. I'm a little busy at the moment. How did it go? Were you able to talk to him?
A little.
Was he totally out of his mind?
He was calm for the most part. Must be heavily medicated. But he told me some interesting stuff. He claims he was working for this secret society. I want to look through his old apartment. There might be some clues left behind.
I'm sure the police cleaned the place out. Who knows if it's even there anymore?
I still want to check it out. Can you find the address?
Can Pavarotti sing? Count to 10 and I'll have it. Okay, let's see.
Takže teď Boris věří, že jako se půjde do bytu, který zapečetili před 30 lety.
Last known address 952 Lincoln
30 let se tam
Avenue.
nic nehnulo.
Now let's see if it's still standing. You're in luck. Nobody's touched the place since 1978. And no new tenants since Crazy Mike. I guess nobody wants to sleep in Jack the Ripper's old bedroom. All the same, be careful. That's a rough neighborhood. The place is probably crawling with junkies.
Thanks, I will.
And hey.
Yeah?
I've been thinking about everything you told me before. I want you to know I'm not mad at you. It took a lot of guts to tell me all that, and it wasn't easy to hear. But I forgive you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
I don't want you to disappear again after this. I don't have a lot of friends, and I could use one to talk to now and again.
I'd like that.
Anyway, here I go getting sentimental when you have a case to solve. Have fun at your...
Yeah, I'll try.
I'll be here. Furt seděl počítačové. Tak, Mike's apartment. Oh.
Whoa, this place is a mess. I can't see any use for this thing. It seems hollow.
Staveček. No, berem, to je jasné.
A beautiful view of one of the worst neighborhoods in the city. No thanks. A beautiful...
Nic, jo, takže nohou praštím do zdi.
There's something in here.
To nikoho nenapadlo z těch 30 let tady.
Look at that. A map.
Praští do toho. Mapa.
A map I found in Coltrane's apartment.
It looks like it leads into the woods. It shows the coordinates of the hut where Coltrane held secret meetings with those people. Whoever they are. At least I hope that's where it leads.
Takže mapa. Schválně tady bude nové městečko. Hat, jo. Chatka. Pěkně.
I'm not gonna lie. This place gives me the creeps. I bet no one has stepped foot in this part of the forest in years.
Tak, do Heidi.
I don't need that.
Tady je něco
I'll
miniaturního.
take this piece of rope.
Kousek provázku, jo. Báček nic, okno nic, váza.
I don't need this junk. I might find a use for this wax block and that wooden stick. A block of wax. It's hard.
Co to je?
A solid wooden board. I'll take it.
Dřevěné prkínko. A kobereček, tam bude určitě něco schovaného. Dveře do sklepa.
A trap door.
Ne.
Well. What do we have here? A secret door. I wonder what's down below.
Já jsem neudělal ještě ani jeden screenshot. Ani neudělám asi. Takový bunkr pod chatkou.
There is something deeply unsettling about this place. I don't like it. I should look around and get back to the city as soon as possible.
Chlapič. Možná kdyby do toho bunkru udělali jenom poklop a nestavili na tento barák, tak by to našlo daleko méně lidí, ne?
I can't see anything.
Světlo není. Lampička? Ne. Provázek.
This is a good idea, but the wax is too hard right now.
Tak s peroxidem rozpustit.
No, that...
Nožem?
I don't have to cut that into pieces.
Dobrý nápad.
This is a good idea, but the wax is too hard right now.
Tvrdý, jo. Tím to rozpustit nejde.
No, that...
Peroxidem bych to rozpustil.
I'd rather...
No.
A block of wax. It's hard.
Co to je wax, se musím podívat teda v tom případě. To jsou slova tady. Vosk. Jednoduché. Na vosk potřebuju oheň. A nebo to nakočit?
I don't have to cut that into
To
pieces.
třeba rozpustit, takže počkat. Já to úplně vidím, že pojedu do té... Ne, tam už asi... Schválně, jestli bude v cestovatelských bodech ta Račova kancelář, tak tam pojedu jako ohořát vosk na topení. Ne. Tak to musí být tady. Vždycky je to k řešení na tom daném místě. Takže tady musí něco být.
I don't need... I could put that in the basket, but it won't help.
Nepotřebuji oheň.
I shouldn't... I don't have...
Jak zahřát vosk? V boudě.
I don't need that.
Můžu ho položit... Chceš tam nalit?
Pouring hydrogen peroxide on that won't help. Why should I do that?
Tak co? Nějaký nápad? Jo, já tady mám vlastně ještě to.
I'd rather... Why would I do such a thing?
Jo, takhle.
Richard, this is a bad idea. Please try not to burn down the whole forest. I actually made fire.
No jasné. Teď roztopíme vosk.
Nice. I've melted the wax.
A teď
Call me a...
máme svíčku. Teď svíčku zapálím.
Now that I've lit the candle, I can put this out. I don't want to be responsible for a forest fire.
Tak. A šup se zapálenou svíčkou do kapsy. Dlouhý žebřík, dlouhý žebřík. Tak,
a
svíčku.
lit candle.
To si jako takhle musím posvítit na to, jo.
What's this? These two pieces of paper have some interesting symbols on them. They appear to be different languages, though. I wonder what they mean. Nothing else. I better leave the candle. Nothing else you...
Hotovo, jo. Takže zase Judy. No tak to je teda... Dlouhý žebřík. Takže teďka zase zpátky k Judy, aby zjistila, co to je za to. Za papíry. Za symboly na papírech. Škoda, to mohlo být vyřešeno nějakou hádankou. Než že se vším chodím tady za Judy a ona mi všechno vysvětlí.
Have you ever seen these?
Nope, it's all Greek to me. What is it?
Symbols, but I don't know what they stand for.
Sorry, can't help.
Se skoro podívám, jak jsem daleko. A co ty druhé symboly?
What do you make of this?
What's this? Something you drew?
No, not exactly my style. They're symbols of some kind. Any idea what they mean?
Beats me. Maybe it's a secret language.
Secret language. Tak jsem asi přibližně v půlce, no. Secret language. Tady už jsem dlouho nebyl. Co?
I don't want Patricia to know anything about my investigation.
Patricia nic, jo. Tak kdo může rozluštit tajné symboly? Proctor. Knihovnice. A Boris už je pryč, už se asi dovolal. Tak paní knihovnice.
I'm sorry to bother you again. Can you tell me anything about these symbols?
Why, of course. These are ancient Sumerian symbols. Cuneiform, to be more precise. One of the oldest forms of writing.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Are you able to read them?
I recognize what they are, but I have no idea how to read them.
That's okay. Thank you anyway. This has been very helpful. Okay, this is helpful. Those symbols are Sumerian cuneiform. I should look into that. No point in asking Judy for help with this. She's as much of a history buff as I am a sports fan. I'll do some research on my own.
A ještě jeden papír ti ukážu.
I'm sorry to bother you. Are you familiar with these symbols?
I'm sorry, dear. I've never seen anything like that before.
Babky vypadají všechny stejně.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Tak komputer.
Contrary to popular belief, you can't look everything up on the internet.
Ona mě zase vyhodí. Ne? Tentokrát ne.
Keyword, Sumerian. Let's see what this library has. Here's the most recent article,
Blizzard
published a year ago.
Chronicle.
It says, From Archaeology to Psychiatry. Professor Dr. Cornelius Blake, Ph.D., a talented professor from St. George's University, is a well-known biologist. The professor's academic interests, however, extend beyond the biology courses he teaches at the university level. Blake's research in biology has made him a contender for the Nobel Prize, but he is also a historian and one of the nation's top experts on ancient Sumer and Egypt. He is one of a handful of people in the United States capable of translating ancient Sumerian cuneiform, from which he has received several awards. His accomplishments do not end there. He is also a brilliant mind in psychology and psychiatry. Most recently, he was part of a team from Washington Medical University that made historic breakthroughs in treating several challenging cases of schizophrenia. Interesting. I should visit the university and talk to Professor Blake. If he can translate Sumerian symbols, that would be a huge help. My guess is this secret society uses this ancient language as a code of some kind.
Takže hurá na univerzitu, za profesorem zjistit, co je tam napsané. University. Krásné. Tak a tady už bych to asi končil. Krásný 10 hodin.